Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Jenny's Corner. And today we'll be talking about something really interesting. I'll be teaching you guys how to pass your driving theory test on the first attempt. So basically this video is just going to be all about what did I do during my theory test, how long did it take me to book my theory test, and then what did I use to practice, basically my study material. So that's what I'm going to be sharing in this video. So grab your popcorn and watch the end. Okay, so the first things first is, what is the driving theory test? So basically the driving theory test is just like a test. It's like an examination that you need to complete to be able to like proceed to do your practical test and then also to get your full driver's license. And then it contains two things. This exam is like in two sections. It has like the multiple choice section and then also the hazard perception section. And so there are certain scores you have to achieve to get a pass for the theory test and then proceed to complete your practical test afterwards and then get your full driver's license. Okay, so for the multiple choice section, you're expected to score 43 out of 50. So there are 50 questions and you're expected to pass 43 of them to get a pass. And then for the hazard perception, there are 7, basically just like video clips, but for each video clips is like 5 points attached to it. So you're expected to score 44 points out of 75 to get a pass for the two sections. So you're meant to achieve these two simultaneously before you can proceed to like do your practical test. Okay, so how long did it take me to do mine? So for me, I targeted for like a period of 3 to 4 months. And what gave me confidence is because like I've been a student before and I've taken like exams and tests. So I believe that because I've taken exams and tests, I've read and I've passed them and I've gone to sit for the exam and I've passed them. I believe that I could do that. I could write my driving theory test as well and pass it. So I planned to like prepare within 3 to 4 weeks. That was my goal, like within 3 to 4 weeks to book the exam, study, and then pass the exam. So initially I started with reading. I just started studying. Like I downloaded the apps. I asked like a couple people that I know that they drive, like what app they used to prepare, and also on YouTube, obviously, because like their information is like everywhere. So yeah, on YouTube and TikTok. So basically I got to know about the 4-in-1 app and then also about like the official DVSA driving test kits. So these two was major ones I used to practice. So basically initially I just started studying, but later on when I wanted to, like while I was studying, I just said, oh, let me just try to book. I realized I couldn't get a date because I wanted to like take the exam like at the ending of the month. I couldn't get a date for taking the exam towards the end of I got a date for like the next month. And I was like so surprised. So because of my experience, I actually advise that just have a date in mind and then book that date and then plan towards it, basically. That's just the simple truth. Because if you're thinking, oh, let me practice and study, you don't have like the same issue that I had where I already like had a date in mind that I wanted to do, but because I was studying and then when I was not done studying, like when I was midway studying, now so let me check and I saw a different date that I didn't like want to. Obviously, I didn't have a choice at that point in time. So if you want to have a choice, it's better to book first. So you have a choice, like you can, maybe beginning of the month, middle of the month, or like towards the ending of the month. So that was just basically 3 to 4 weeks was my agenda, and then I got a date, and then I proceeded to study. So the theory 4-in-1 app, it was like the first app that I used to study. It was actually a good app, but like I was scoring really low. Like that's to show you that consistency pays off and hard work pays off as well. So I was just studying. I was getting like 23 out of 50 or 33 out of 50, which are like, they're not like up to like the expected band score. But then again, I had to just keep studying. And then I downloaded the official, and there's a one-off payment that you do for them. And then you have access to the app forever. So just like a one-off payment and you have like access to the app. 4-in-1 app, that was like the first app I started studying with. And it was going well. I was just getting like low scores, like 20 something and 30 something. And obviously the scores that you need to get 43 to get a pass. So I downloaded the other one, which was the official DVSA theory test kit. It was really helpful. So they have the study to practice section where you read, study, learn, and then you practice questions. And then they have the test yourself where you just start testing yourself. So basically, I didn't because of the fact that I had like a timeline of 3 to 4 weeks and I was trying to manage my time properly. So I didn't do the study. I actually just tried a little bit on the study to practice. I'll put it up here, like what my dashboard looks like. So I actually tried the study to practice, but I didn't do much on that. I proceeded to test yourself. Like I was constantly testing myself, like a lot of times, like when I don't have much to do that day, or like during break section at work, I would open the app and try to test myself. Obviously, it's multiple choice. And then also another thing I want to emphasize on is self-correction. It's very important. Like when you fail, like, because obviously, especially for someone like just doing it for the first time, and maybe you have some questions you're not familiar with and you fail the question, try your best to self-correct. Try your best to know the reason. It's not just, oh, this is the answer and go. Don't do that. Try to know, oh, why is this the answer? Do you get it? Will help you a lot, because sometimes that question might come in a different form, or that question might like just look different, and then like it might just or one of the answers might just come up in like a different question. You'll be like, oh, I know this answer. Because I know this answer, it cannot be this answer for this question. So it's very important to self-correct. I can't overemphasize this. And then practice till you know it's like mad, like practice. So that's another thing, because I went from scoring 27 or 33 to now scoring 49, 48, and from 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. There was even sometimes I get like 50 over and over again. So it's very important to like practice enough so you could know it really, really well. So that's for the multiple choice section of the exam. And then we have the hazard perception section. So this part is that you watch a video clip to identify hazard that is in the video, potential hazard, and there's some like real-time hazard. So you watch videos and like you see, you will be able to identify like hazard, like one just single hazard in most of the video, but for a particular one, you identify like two hazard. So you have to be so for hazard perception, you have to be very, very observant, like really, really observant, like, and concentration. It requires your full, like, it's not the one that, oh, you are reading, but your mind is not in it. Like you're just reading. So this one, you have to put your mind, your body, your soul, everything inside of it. So basically, so you just have to be very like full concentration, and you have to be very observant, like very observant of what is happening in your environment, what is changing, what is moving. Example is like you could be driving, or like in the hazard perception, you could drive and a car just speeds up in front of you, or like basically in front of you. So you have to be able to be very observant to know at what point that the car is even got to the road or something. So you have to just like be really, really very, very observant, like around your environment, and concentrate fully, like let your whole mind be on it, on what you're doing. And then and then also another thing that causes issue for some people is like the clicking method. So like you have to try your best to leave like 3-second gap. Like when you identify a hazard, you click on it. And then if you like see another one, like, no, don't click immediately afterward. Just try to give like a 3-second gap and then click on the next one. And then like click on the next one, but don't really over click, and try your best not to click 5 times in a row. Like don't click 5 times in a row. Just try your best to like space out your clicking, so like it will not just automatically see it like, or you're cheating, or suspecting that you're cheating, and then not give you like your desired score. I experienced this. That's what I'm saying, because I'll put up my my hazard perception, like how it was marked. So basically I was scoring 0, and that was because I didn't even know. I would click, and then when I click again, and then before you know it, say, oh, automatically, like you click and click again. So now say automatically you've scored 0 in this section. So to avoid that, try your best to space out your clicking. And sometimes if you're very sure that, oh, you've identified this particular hazard is the hazard for this video, then just stop there. No need to try to overclick, because sometimes it will detect it as like maybe cheating or something, and then it will now take away your score, just give you 0 for that score. So that just basically is. And try your best to, like I said, practice. Like the more you do it, the better you are. Like for my hazard perception, like I practiced in the test kit and I did so well. Like I'll show you, like before my exam it was already green and it was showing like 100%. So I felt like, oh my, I was good to go. So basically I passed my driving theory test on my first attempt. For my multiple choice, I scored 43 out of 43. And then also for my hazard perception, I scored 44. And I scored 44 and I passed automatically. I'll put my score up there so you could see. So that's just basically to encourage someone out there that is taking the theory test. Things you need, how long it took me to prepare, what do you need to use to study. Yeah, that just basically. And then also you can always watch YouTube videos. They help a lot. I'll attach like the link of like immediately for like the road signs and questions, 2 YouTube videos that I watched that actually helped me. So watching of YouTube videos too, it really does help as well. And then also having confidence. Your confidence, for me, confidence comes when I believe that I've studied enough. You understand? When you study enough, like I I told you at some point I was scoring 50 out of 50 and then 49 out of 50, like 46, 47, 48, 49. So because I was getting all the score, I had like strong confidence that, oh, I would ace it on that day. The day of the exam, you can actually come for the exam in the morning, afternoon, or evening. It just depends on like the best timing for you. For me, I was an early person. Like I like doing things early in the morning. Now I'm done and dusted. So I took my exam early in the morning. And I was the first person that entered inside like the test center. It's not like I wasn't the first to enter the test center, but like when the room like was now open for candidates to go in to write, I was like one of the first that entered to take my exam. And that was because I just like to do it early, and I was like, oh, I just want to get this done and over with. So I went in first, but I was not like number one on the queue or anything like, but I just went in first on that day. So yeah, when you call in, you just take your exam. And then also for me, I prayed because I'm a Christian and I believe in God. So I just commit everything into God's hands. And then I go because, I've practiced enough and I believe that God is definitely just going to take control and have his way. So I completed my exam. You can actually finish before time. There's actually timing, but you can always finish before time. And once you're done, you submit and then you leave the exam room. So once you're done, you just submit, and immediately while you are sitting waiting, they'll print out your results and give to you. So I hope my tips and tricks, and if you have any questions, any inquiry, anything you want to ask me, just let me know. I could answer in the comment section. So basically, these are all the things I did to pass my theory test on the first attempt. And I'm just sharing this to someone else that is really hoping and wishing that they will write their theory test or take their theory test and pass it on one attempt. Just basically follow all the tricks and all the things I've shared. Prepare constantly, know when you want to write, know your strengths. Can you do within 3 to 4 weeks practice, or you need more time, or 2 months and you're locked in? So just, if it's 2 months, it's fine for you. Learn to book your theory test on time. Don't book it in between so that you don't have issues like getting the preferred date you want. So book your theory test on time, and then also try your best to practice. And then for your hazard perception, be fully concentrated and learn to give gap when you're clicking, after you've identified the hazard and you've clicked on it. All right. So with this, I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Like my video, you can always like my video, share my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then comment below. Thank you so much for always watching my video to this point. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.